just bad. This is sort of, there's something else underneath the surface. I think the scene is just so primed to like establish that for us. That's like, is this, what is the why behind what she's doing? But certainly fear still too. I need you to be scared still.
Brittany Murphy from Muses of Media. How are you today, Jeanine?
I'm good. Nice to meet you, Brittany.
Nice to meet you as well. So, my first question for you was just when you got the script and you knew the character you were playing, what was your first reaction to reading about her and her journey?
Oh man, I was just so grateful that Ben Watkins, our showrunner, was like excited about my culture and my people so much enough to build an entire storyline around like our history, our the mythology associated with our culture. Like all of it is honored so beautifully and touches on, again, I can't spoil stuff, but so many themes and issues that are relevant to my people, and I just was so grateful. I feel like I was like teed up for just like the most delicious, fun, and important role for a Latina in 2025 and 2026 now, I guess.
That's amazing. And your character has a very extreme but very good first entrance. Like when I was watching it, I was like, wow, that's cool. So, what was most important for you in terms of establishing kind of that very first introduction to Luz?
100%. I think I wanted her to be terrifying. Like I wanted us to believe that she is this strong, dangerous person who you have fear for, certainly. But I also wanted the sadness to be there and all that she's carrying, and to sort of hint at the beginning of what we might come to find out with her, that it isn't just this similar sort of villain to maybe even season one of the show with Ryan Eggold's Ramsey, just bad. This is sort of, there's something else underneath the surface. I think the scene is just so primed to like establish that for us. That's like, is this, what is the why behind what she's doing? But certainly fear still too. I need you to be scared still.
I was scared. But
Good.
just like you said, there's a vulnerability to her character as well. Like, it's not just a, oh, I like doing this kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
were there any particular sides of the character that you were nervous to explore, maybe even excited?
Oh man, so much. Certainly, her sadness was intimidating to me. It's so personal. And as we come episode by episode, you just realize just how deep the wound is. And she's right to, anyway, I can't spoil things, damn. But it's so, I think like trying to ensure that my body could honor that. And it felt like such an immense responsibility because I know that to be the truth for so many people, and certainly for people in my community. So I wanted to do right by them. And then there was also just the physical challenges. I mean, boxing, knife work. I worked with an incredible knife coach out in Toronto who like helped me with all the weaponry, and she's been working on this. She's been planning for this crusade she's on for so long. So she is well versed in all of her tools that she utilizes, and I wanted to honor that too.
That's amazing. And that brings me to my next question. There's a lot of physicality with the role as well. So, was there any particular, moment or day that you found either the most physically challenging or even emotionally challenging?
Oh man, such a great question. Like several come to mind, which is wild. I mean, I think to get one of those on a gig where you go home and you're so spent and you're like, I absolutely was brought down to the studs and reached the extent of what I can do. I'm a dancer as well, and I'm a lifelong athlete. So for me, the physical is such a fun part of the challenge. And I was spent several episodes over on this show. I'm so excited for people to see it.
Amazing. And my final question for you is, I found in this, like throughout the season, your character is often making impossible choices. So, obviously, as a viewer, it's different. But as an actor, how do you kind of, I guess, stay neutral to the character when obviously we're all human? You're probably thinking, oh, I wouldn't do that, or that's not a good idea. So, what was that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, as my process is I try to really justify why with the character and be more on her team than Janine would be while I'm filming, you know. And I remember, for better or for worse, it wasn't hard for me to get behind her especially as I learned more about her story. And it doesn't excuse, obviously, the awful stuff she's capable of doing. But it makes it a really compelling season of television when you understand there's such a strong why.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much, Jeanine, for your time. You were fantastic in the show. I can't wait for
Thank you.
everyone else to see it.
Oh, I so appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. Have a great day.
Bye, Brittany. Have a good one.
Thank you.